Hey guys, it's Figgy from Survivor Millennials vs. Gen X.
And I'm Survivor Bob from Survivor Gilboa, season 17.
He's a badass. He won. Me, on the other hand, one day. I'm trying to take tips from him, but we are here to talk about this season, Survivor Game Changers.
So it's age before beauty.
Bob just turned the chairs around because he wanted the more scenic background. All right, so we're here talking about Survivor this season. You can talk about anything you want. If you want to talk about the last episode with Sandra getting voted out, Malcolm with the huge blind side.
They blindsided me on that. I was so sure that Sandra was going to go.
Yeah.
That being said, I was hoping she'd go to the end just because. But Malcolm's a good friend of ours, and he's a nice guy, and he's a good player, and I'm so frustrated that
I know
they take out strong players at the beginning.
Yeah.
In case I get back on, it's okay with me though.
Let's talk about the Exile Island twist with Debbie.
That was bizarre. That was absolutely bizarre.
Yeah, never has there been an Exile Island where there's a boat filled with food and John Cochran and then advantages, and of all people to get it, Debbie gets it.
You know, it made for a game changer. It was fun to watch, but it was, the whole time I kept thinking, what would happen if somebody else had been there?
I don't know if Debbie honestly is going to even know how to use the advantage, because she had three options, and it was either have an advantage for her tribe in an immunity challenge, an extra vote, or a fake immunity idol she could build. And she picked the extra vote, which is what I would pick as well. But I don't know if she was the best person to be sent to Exile Island, because I don't think she even took anything John Cochran said and actually took it in, because Debbie, like they said, Debbie knows everything.
Yeah, she doesn't listen. Next time they do that, if Jeff or Mark sees this, you could bring me there and I could show people how to make the fake idol.
There we go. And you might even bring your own, right?
Yeah. Is Debbie going to tell the people back at Tribal what Exile Island's like? Are they going to know that?
I think Debbie is not the brightest, so I could see her telling one person, dude, Exile Island was this, and then it spreading around like wildfire. I don't know if she would actually keep it a secret. I think Debbie's that person that's her personality, is to be like, oh, you guys wouldn't believe this, but she won't tell them about the advantage. But I think that she might spill the beans about what it actually was to make people mad.
Do you think they'd believe her no matter what she says?
I don't think they would believe her no matter what she says. Yeah, they'd be like, Debbie's crazy. We're not dumb.
John Cochran was there, gave me some advice. You know, they're going to look at her and go, oh, you need the medication, sweetheart.
Let's talk about...
How about Ty?
Ty.
I'm not using his idol.
Yeah.
I was in a twizzy. Oh my gosh. I thought he might go.
I thought he was going to go too, because I don't know if they were acting that out, because like we were talking about earlier, it felt like everything was already planned before, because Ty felt so comfortable that he didn't play his idol, and he had to. So at that moment when Ty was saying Ozzy, I'm like, oh my gosh, is this really happening? Because Ty tends to wear his heart on his sleeve when he plays.
Yeah.
So he's that person that if he gets emotional real quick, he'll flip the script and go with someone else. So I thought possibly that he was going to go, especially not playing an idol. That was really risky.
That drove me crazy. I thought for sure he was going to go.
And now he's still there, and now the queen has been overthrown.
This is true. I do think sort of what you implied was that before Tribal Council, they knew they were going to take the queen out.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like a conspiracy, and they had to do a distraction for her. Now, I don't know how she could have changed things, but she can be scary because she's so good.
She made it farther than I thought she was even going to make it in the game.
Except that you're right. I would have taken her up definitely before somebody like Malcolm.
Yeah.
You know, because she was. Sandra?
She around?
Okay, no. Okay. You never have. Sandra. She is so good.
She is.
That I would have taken her out right away, and she sucks at challenges.
Yeah.
She cannot do a challenge. And so keep people like Malcolm there.
Yeah, I do think she would have been a fun jury member to watch, since we've never watched her get her, her I almost said her snuffed torch snuffed. But I thought she would have been super fun to watch on the jury. And now, you know, she's going on this pre-jury trip with JT and Malcolm, which I would pay anything to see her reunion with JT and Malcolm, because I know how it feels, because I had a reunion with Michaela, and her and I didn't necessarily get along on the season, but then we became friends. But it's just so fresh, and JT had flipped, you know, and as soon as he sees Malcolm, it's like, oh goodness. And now he has the queen with him as well.
And she's come to Durham Warriors and helped us several times.
Yeah, I love her.
And we stay up late after the game, and she and Richard get discussing stuff, and it's just, she is so good. I mean, it was scary. I know she hasn't made any deals with anybody else other than me, but it's just, she's just she's a great woman. I really like her.
Yeah.
It's funny as heck. She's a couponer. Do you know that?
I did not know that. Fun fact, Sandra's a couponer.
And she is, I bet she has got, even after paying taxes, I bet she's invested that money very well, tucked it away.
Yeah.
And she couldn't be a better person than me, I went to bet, but, to win, because she is very frugal, very family oriented, great person, and we're getting way away from Survivor. Let's get back to...
Yeah. We're like all talking about, like, Sandra, she goes to the Humane Society and she plays with puppies and all this stuff, you know. But yeah, she's definitely a great person outside of the game. And for example, like, you know, I know, I mean, I'm sure you know what the game can actually do to someone's mind and make, so if you're a little bit crazy in real life, then you're 10 times crazier on the island. Cough, cough, Debbie, for example. You know, I don't know how far Debbie's gonna go now, because Brad Culpepper's against her probably, but it's good to have someone crazy like that, because it takes a target off your back.
I would take her to the end.
I would too. She wouldn't win. There's no way she would win.
Oh, the game changers, the switch-ups. I mean, you know, going to tribal council with, I'm voting against your tribe's voting against my tribe.
Yeah,
so
and then they collectively have to vote out one person. Yeah. That was a huge twist in the game, and I mean, you've never seen anything like it, because it's never been done before. And
how about the whispering at tribal council?
Oh yeah, that's a lot this year. There's a lot of that going on this year.
I didn't even know you could. I didn't think you could do that. I mean, but not get up, walk over, and go.
Get up, walk over, and say, "Hey, buddy, they're taking out Sierra." Yeah. That tribal council was probably one of my most favorites of all time. It's such a sad way to go out for Malcolm. But it was just, there was so much going on and you couldn't keep up with it. But it was just entertaining to watch, and you're always on the edge of your seat and you're like cringing something. That's
right. When they took out Malcolm, they didn't take out Malcolm. They wanted to take out a strong player because he was on the other tribe.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm starting to catch up with exactly what's going on.
What did you think about Tony this season?
Tony? You can't start off and be, well, Tony's neurotic. He can't help it.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't start off the season and do what he did, because it's just, that's what happens when you do what he did.
Who do you predict being in a really good position right now to win the game?
All of them are in a good position. It's just, the game is so bizarre, and if they keep changing things and doing different things, they all deserve to win. I've got my preferences, but I don't want to share them.
I hear you.
I know too many of them too well, and I like them.
Yeah. What about strategy-wise? Do you think someone's got a really good strategy going on right now?
That's a good one. Ty's got a good one.
Yeah.
Find idols and don't use them up when you don't need to.
I always said that he's found so many idols that he's going to have enough for himself and then all of his chickens.
But what's worse? Is it worse to go home with an idol in your pocket, or use an idol when you don't need it, and then use another one when you don't need it, and then not have one?
This is true.
That's a toughie.
I love that Troyzan does have an idol. That is one of my big fascinations, because no one has it. We saw in an episode back that Sarah wants to mix up the tribe, and she wants to mix things up. Now we're in a new swap situation. So wait, she's not with Troyzan anymore. Dang. That's the game changers. Everything's mixing up.
Do you think anybody's going to be making an idol?
Ooh. Do I think anyone's gonna make an idol? I feel like I could see Ty make an idol because he has them all pretty much. I could see. I'm trying to think. If people are smart, I mean, there's so many different ways that they can make idols, whether they take like beatings off of their bottles or their bags. I don't know. I think Ty is the one right now who I would think would be making a fake idol because he has to distract them somehow away from his own. So maybe. My voice is like gone. We were at Reality Rally this weekend and this guy's a party animal and I had to yell at him all weekend and my voice is gone. I'm kidding. My voice is gone from karaoke. Peggy.
We did. We had a great weekend at Reality Rally.
We
Raised
did.
a lot of money
We
for
did.
Michelle's place.
This is my first year and your
Seventh
year.
I was on the same season with Jillian, who organized this.
Yeah, Survivor Gabon.
But I didn't realize when I went on Survivor that so many of us do fundraisers that for different causes. We raised. I stopped keeping track of it when I first started doing the fundraisers back in '09. I started adding up how much we were all making for different causes. Hearts Reality, which is a Make-A-Wish program, this breast cancer,
it's amazing.
Habitat for Humanity. Well, after 4 years, we've raised well over $1 million for different causes. And it's a lot of work for us. We have to come out, I have to come out here and
deal with me.
Talk
Deal
with
with
cute
me.
girls in this horrible weather. Oh my gosh, the
It's
sun
awful.
is so.
But no, it's so much fun, and if any of you ever have the chance to attend these events, you'll get to hang out with us and raise money for great causes and just help make the world that much more of a better place.
And I've been amazed that she's been able to hold her arm out like that.
I know. I've been like switching it randomly. Like now it's left arm. Give this a little bit of a break. We're working out. You know, Survivor. You got to keep working out. You never know when you'll go back.